Hi, welcome to This Week in Ames. I'm Susan Gwiasda. On today's show, we check in with the Ames Public Library. My guest today is Interim Library Director Lynne Carey. Lynne, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's been a while.
It has been a while, and we are here in front of what will soon be our new Ames Public Library. Give us an update on the plan.
Well, obviously a lot of work has been going on since we were last at this site, and we're very excited. It's about a year from completion, so we are busy in the background planning what will go inside the library, how we'll provide service, and what we will do for our grand opening, which will be in just over a year probably.
So we're thinking July 2014, which sounds like a long way away, but really 12 months.
It's 12 months till the building will be complete. Then of course we will be moving back in and getting all situated. So we're looking at probably opening late August, early September if all goes well, and that's dependent in part on Iowa weather, and it's looking great. We're all very excited. It
is looking great, and I think if you could just sort of walk me through, we have the existing exterior wall that we can see.
So they're on the south side and the east side. There's some of the facade left from the 1984-85 edition, and of course a lot of the infrastructure, a lot of the steel is remaining from that, and the support columns. We've had a second story added, so that you can see right here. This second story will be all full of the adult services, and the downstairs will be youth services. So you can really start to get a sense of how big things are going to be in this new and improved library.
Now, people driving by on the 6th Street side will see the Carnegie Original Library plus the 1914 library.
1940. Right. So those will look very familiar when people come inside the newly renovated library. We've retained those facades completely and just had to do some interior work to update things, to take care of some asbestos and lead paint issues, and we will be celebrating the historic character of those two buildings in the expansion project. The other exciting thing that's right behind us, right over there, where it says "Do Not Enter," is where our bookmobile will be driving through a new drive-through garage that will span the alley at this end of the alley. And
that's really exciting. In the past, the bookmobile has done some fancy maneuvering to get into a sheltered space.
Yes, they actually had a 7-inch clearance to back into the garage that we had. They just had 7 inches between them and the church next door, and so we really wanted to correct that issue. And this is one of the things that we're most excited about in the new building for staff.
So, I mean, the entrance will be off of Douglas?
The entrance to the library?
Yes.
It will be essentially in the same spot that it was on the east side on Douglas. Just move down a little bit. It'll be very obvious. It will have a 2-story glass entryway, and you'll be able to see the facade of the 1904 and 1940 editions as you walk in. So a grand entrance that will be very obvious to everyone, essentially in the same spot that it was in before.
Right, and I'd seen some early pictures that there's a lot of glass in the front, and then it's sort of juxtaposed with the original exteriors of the other buildings.
Right. Again, celebrating the history, the legacy, what this spot has meant for the library for all of the years that it's been here, but then modernizing and adding on all the latest and greatest.
Now, I know anybody that used to walk in the old library, if you had any mobility issues, there were a lot of different levels and ways that it may have been difficult to get around. Are some of those problems addressed?
Yes, they are. And so, as I mentioned before, on the first floor we'll have mostly youth services and our large meeting room, the Farwell T. Brown Auditorium. There will also be an elevator right inside the door and a grand staircase that will lead to the second floor where the adult services will be. And those areas will then each be on one level, each one. So that'll be much easier for people to get around, and the elevator will be right out front.
And again, one of the big uses for the library has always been meeting space, sort of a forum, a place to meet and discuss. I'm assuming we'll be able to use the meeting spaces here at this library.
Yes, absolutely, and that's another arena that we were wanting to address. The library as a spot for civic engagement will be enhanced with this project. So on the first floor, again, the Farwell T. Brown Auditorium will be practically doubled in size, and it will be able to be dividable so that two activities can happen at the same time there. And then upstairs we will be adding 2 additional meeting rooms to the 2 that we already have that are open to the public. So 4 nice-sized meeting rooms upstairs that will be available for public groups and programs. We'll have study rooms in the youth services area and study rooms for all ages upstairs, as well as a separate teen space. So all of those are public programming meeting space.
Well, so really a lot of exciting things happening, clearly listening to your users, what they wanted out of the library, and then responding to that with the space. So I'm assuming everybody's very excited.
Yes, we are hearing lots of comments from people who were surprised, as we were, to see the destruction phase. So it's very exciting to be moving into this construction phase. I've been assured by the contractors that it will move very quickly from now on. I drive by 2 or 3 times a day and can see something different every time that I come by. So keep watching. We update our website regularly, and we have a running program inside the temporary space at 620 Lincoln Way of all the exciting photos and videos of the workmen, and it is just tremendously exciting right now.
Well, as excited as I'm sure everybody is to move over here, I can't tell you how beautifully it's been working at 620 Lincoln Way. It's just really been fantastic.
It's such a tribute to our staff. They really thought of everything. We tried to recreate all the services and programs that we can in a greatly reduced space, and we're quite happy with how that's turned out. We have the entire collection there. We have a pretty much full range of services, and I think people are happy. It's definitely temporary.
Yeah, so 12 to 14 months,
right.
Still at 620 Lincoln Way, which is going full speed ahead. I know you're wrapping up your summer reading program at the end of August.
Yes,
so.
yes. We collaborated with Parks and Recreation and did a full range of programs in parks around town. Those ended last week, but we are still continuing the independent program and a few spot programs here and there over the next month.
So always something happening at the Ames Public Library. 620 Lincoln Way, full speed ahead, and we'll look forward to 12 or 14 months down the road to opening a door here.
Yes.
Well, Lynn, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
If you're looking for something to do on Tuesday, August 6th, remember that's National Night Out. It's a day of community celebrations for crime prevention. That'll be held Tuesday, August 6th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Brookside Park. Be sure to stop by. There are activities for all ages. If you're looking for a way to get involved in the community, don't forget you can always serve on a board or commission. There are vacancies right now on the Public Art Commission board, so if you want to apply for those, look for the application on our website at cityofames.org. Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for This Week in Ames.